Hello, welcome to another VerbLink class. Tonight's topic is pronunciation. We're going to take a look at the TH sound, the ED suffix and its three sounds, words that start with ST, such as strong and string. All this tonight, and I'll also take student questions on any words that you're unsure of how to pronounce. Get started in just a minute. Of course, I need students here to be able to really go over things instead of just making this a lecture. Nobody enjoys lectures. Hello, Greg from Poland.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good to see you tonight.
Good to see you too.
How was your evening yesterday? Or day today, I should say?
Actually, the whole weekend was quite confusing.
Really? Why so?
Because I passed some exams like ISO level 2, and they told me that there's nothing middle between them. So the only thing that they have here is the IELTS, and I'm not really sure about that. If I should try it or maybe not. I can always try it, but I'm quite scared by the fact that this is the only exam and there's nothing between them.
Well, I hate it when you get those surprises where it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have a good class tonight. This is my first class of 2 this evening, and as I can see, class is filling up quickly as it usually is for pronunciation. We'll get started soon. I just want to say hi to everybody first. Hi, David.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Where are you from, David?
I'm from Spain.
Spain. I know Spain. Yes, that's on the continent, isn't it?
What?
Europe. On the continent, in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, yeah.
Yes.
I'm from Barcelona.
Barcelona. What's it like in Barcelona? Is it warm?
Yeah, it's warm here. I have a fan at my side.
Yeah. See, I'm teaching in the basement, so it's nice and cool here.
Oh, yeah.
See, if I actually show you around, you'll see that while it looks like a nice office here,
Uh-huh.
basement.
Oh. Oh.
But that's another project.
Okay.
How long have you been learning English, David?
I don't study seriously English in all my life.
Good.
I have to be serious. And I am always consuming English media, magazines, newspapers, movies, TV, and now I need it for work, and now I am serious with English.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Carolina, welcome back.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing very well, Carolina. How have you been?
I'm good.
Excellent. What have you been up to?
What?
What have you been up to?
Up to, I don't know, what is it?
It means, what have you been doing? How are things?
Okay. I've been working, taking English classes. Normal.
Excellent.
Routine.
Well, I'm glad you're back. We're going to have a busy class today with various sounds that we're going to work on.
Okay.
Hello, Asma.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, where are you from, Asma?
I am from Tunisia.
Tunisia. I think you've been in my class before.
Yes, you are right.
Yeah. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're back. We're going to have a good class tonight.
Thank you, teacher. I'm glad to.
Excellent. Now, it's hard to hear you. I'm wondering if you can turn up your microphone.
Okay.
And then it'll be a little easier to hear you. And If you could just do that, that'd be great.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Hello, Adela. Hello, Adela.
Hello,
How are you?
hello. Fine, thanks.
Excellent. How have you been?
I mean vacancy, holiday, on holiday.
Oh, you're on holiday. That's great. Excellent. All right. And the other side of the class, who do we have here? Obeid. Welcome back, Obeid.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks. Long weekend here, and I'm teaching 2 days.
Yeah, every day I join with you.
Yes, and I love having you in my classes.
Yeah, I hope see you next time every day, and you do well.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Two fun and fact-filled classes tonight. All right, Marcos. Hello, Marcos. Where are you from?
Hello, I'm from Brazil.
Ah, we have a lot of students from Brazil tonight.
Yeah.
How long have you been learning English, Marcos?
Well, I would say 3 years, maybe.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad you could make it. And beside you, I see we've got Jaro. Hello, Jaro.
Hi Simon, how are you?
Good, buddy. Welcome back.
Thanks.
And beside you, we have Hussein. Welcome back, Hussein.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Is it late where you are?
Yes.
Yeah, you sound a little tired.
Maybe. It's 1 a.m.
I understand. Well, guys, we're going to get started now. Now, I forgot to bring my water downstairs, and since this is a pronunciation class, I'll do a lot of speaking. Give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back, and then we'll start. And I'll tell you what today's class is all about. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So we're going to do a couple of things today. It is a pronunciation class. Most of the time we're going to focus on various different sounds that I'm going to help you guys with. I'm also going to provide time for you guys to be able to ask words that you need help pronouncing. Okay, so if you have any words that are a challenge, we'll have time towards the end of the class to go over these. Now in this class, I'm going to use Google Drive. This is where I'm going to write my notes. I'll also put them in group chat, but the nice thing about Google Drive, sorry, I'm out of breath. The nice thing about Google Drive is you can copy and paste and take the lessons with you. So today we're going to talk about a couple of sounds. The TH sound, the ED suffix, okay, not to be confused with the ED sound, as I'm sure most of you from Brazil know that in English we have 3 different sounds for the ED suffix. Okay. We'll also talk about words that begin with ST or STR, like string or strong. This is a lot of work to do, and there's a full class, so I'm going to do my best to cover each one, but it may be tough to do so. Okay, let's focus on the TH sound first. Now the TH sound is difficult for a lot of people because this is not in your language. Okay? The TH sound combines 2 distinct sounds, the T and D. And these are normally denoted like this. Okay? Now, how do we produce these sounds? Well, before I do that, I want to see if you guys are aware of the 2 different sounds here. Are you guys familiar with the difference between voice and voiceless?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between voice and voiceless?
Well, voice, your throat vibrates, and unvoiced, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. So right here, we call this the Adam's apple. Medically, you might hear it called the vocal folds, voice box, or larynx. When we use the D sound, the /D, you'll feel a vibration here. With the T, there's no vibration. So exactly, that's where the vibration comes from. So for the TH sound, let me get really close here. We bring our teeth together like this. Now where's my tongue? Okay. As you can see by point 2 there, and let me copy this to the group chat. Okay. I move my tongue so that it comes in between my teeth. Now I do apologize if it looks like I'm not paying attention, but I'm actually writing in 2 areas, in Google Drive and in the group chat, so I have to concentrate a little extra. Okay, so we bring our teeth together like this. There's our tongue right there. Now, you want to think of the tongue as a dam. It's blocking the flow of air. If I try to force the air out without my tongue there, it's easy. I also sound a little crazy. Now, if I put my tongue there, listen to how much harder it is for me to get the air to come through. Air's coming out, but it's very hard to get it to come out. Now, when we're producing the TH sound, we're not forcing the air out. We're just stopping it. Okay? So here we go. I put my tongue between my teeth, and then I just move it away, and you get that puff of air. And let me, so you guys do hear this clearly, you'll hear a puff of air. And if you notice, it almost sounds like the word the. Okay? Now, guys, what I want you to do, if you're not talking, have yourself on mute. And when I'm going around to each student asking them to practice something, I want you to practice it as well, okay? So let's kind of practice this together, the TH sound, and I'm going to do it several times so you guys can hear me say it. So again, teeth together. Let me get even closer. Hopefully my teeth are nice and clean. Tongue in between. It's like a puff of air. Only look at my lips, how my mouth is open, like I'm smiling. Okay? But there's more to this. I'm going to actually give you guys some real life words that we're going to practice, okay? And we're going to take some turns. First, we're going to start with the voiceless. Right? So here are the voiceless. I'm going to paste them in the group chat as well as the Google Drive document. Okay? So I want to take turns with you guys. Marcos.
Yeah.
I want you to repeat after me, please.
Okay.
North.
North.
Both.
Both.
3.
3.
Very good. Very well done, sir.
Thank you.
Jaro.
Hi.
Hi. 3.
3.
Through.
Through.
Thief.
Thief.
You don't forget the TH sound there. Thief.
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 Better. Okay, let's work on the F, which is at the end of the word. Say frank.
Frank.
Good. So that same F we want to use in thief. Thief.
Thief.
Better. Thief.
Thief.
Okay, good. Better, but again, we're focusing on the TH, which you've done very well. Okay, Jaro, we can try the F sound in another class, or maybe later today.
Okay.
Hussein.
Yes.
Thursday.
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 Better. Thursday.
Thursday.
Good. Remember, teeth together like this.
Yeah, I understand, but it is difficult to make.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm doing this one. This one's very difficult. If you hear other students and they're just doing very, very well at it, they've either been speaking English a long time, or maybe in their language they have a sound similar, okay? So don't worry. What I want you to do, and this is a homework assignment for you, it's not just about this class. I want you to practice this 3 times a day. Okay? Remember, the mechanics, bring your teeth together. And it's like, but remember, look at my mouth. It's like I'm smiling, right? Tongue. Thursday. Thursday.
You want to repeat me?
Yes, please. Thursday.
Okay. Thursday.
Better. Slow, slow. Thursday.
Thursday.
It's okay. It's frustrating, I know. Try learning Chinese. It's a lot more difficult than English. Right? So, again, it's getting that puff of air. It's just like doing this. Only our lips are different, so it's
Thursday.
Weird. Wow, perfect. Say it again.
Thursday.
Wow, much better. Again.
Thursday.
The other 2 were better. Now we're at about minute 17. You can rewatch this class later. If you have trouble, rewatch this class and go to that time, okay, Hussein?
Okay.
Greg.
Okay.
Thursday.
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 Thumb.
Thumb.
Thin.
Thin.
Good. Thank you, Greg. David.
Okay.
3.
3.
Both.
Oath.
Thorn.
Thorn.
Excellent, sir. Well done. Now, remind me, where are you from, David?
I'm from Barcelona.
Barcelona. And keep in mind, guys, each student will say these sounds differently.
I am bilingual. I am Catalan and Spanish.
Yes,
Here, there are another language, and perhaps you notice the difference.
Well, I notice, and what I was just about to explain to other students is Spanish, whether it's spoken in Colombia, Mexico, or even in different parts of Spain, uses different sounds in different dialects. So you might be able to say these sounds perfectly, but somebody else from maybe Madrid or Mexico might have trouble. So don't be disheartened, guys, if some students nail it, and for some reason you have to work hard at it. All right, Carolina. Thumb.
Thumb.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thin.
Thin.
Excellent pronunciation there. Well done.
Thank you.
Asma. Thief.
Thief.
Both.
Both.
Thumb.
Thumb.
Excellent. Adela. Adela. Okay, we're going to move on to the D sound now, or the D sound. We will feel vibration here when we do those sounds. Now, just a little bit of background. The D sounds are what we consider function words, whereas the T sounds are not. They're more content words. But this is not a grammar class. We're going to focus on pronunciation here of the D sound. So again, I will start with, oh, Mustafa's here. Hello, Mustafa.
Hello.
Welcome. You've joined us in the middle of the class. I'm having students repeat sounds. We're focusing on the TH sound. So would you mind repeating after me 3 words, please?
Okay.
Thank you. These.
These.
Those.
Those.
Together.
Together.
Very well done, sir. Excellent. Marcos.
Okay.
Then.
Them.
Themselves.
Themselves.
These.
These.
Very good. Excellent. Jaro.
Thank you.
Them.
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 Not dem. Remember the mechanics. Teeth together like we're smiling. Put our tongue in between. Block the air a little bit and then let a puff of air out. Them.
Them.
Better. Them.
Them.
I'm still hearing, I'm not quite hearing the TH sound. Just watch. Let me say it a few times. Listen, and I'm going to do it slowly, okay? And watch my lips. Them. Them. Them.
Them.
Wow, good. Again.
Them.
Perfect. Again.
Them.
Again. No, you're nailing it. I don't want you to forget. Okay? We're at minute 22. I want you to practice this sound 3 times for a week, okay?
Okay.
You just nailed it there. Okay. Hussein.
Yes.
There.
There.
Those.
Those.
With.
With.
Good. With.
With.
Yeah, perfect. Greg.
Okay.
These.
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 No, I'm hearing D's. Okay, so this is D's. Our tongue, when you say D's or anything with a D,
Okay.
your tongue is not blocking the air, okay?
Okay.
Because listen to me, if I do D's, our tongue doesn't come close. You got to be rough here. You got to stick your tongue right in between your teeth and block the air. Let's try that one more time. These.
These.
Better. These.
These.
Better. These.
These.
Excellent, sir. Well done. David. They themselves.
They themselves.
Those.
Those.
Okay, I'm hearing a bit of a D, so remember. Those.
Those.
Better. Those.
Those.
Perfect. Okay, good. And so here's what happens, guys. When you get lazy with this sound, because it does take effort, I don't notice it because I grew up learning the language. But as a teacher, I do notice the effort it takes. It's kind of like breathing. When you're aware you're breathing, it's tough. You've got to think about it. Same with speaking. The more you practice it, the better you'll get, and you'll just nail it. If you're lazy with a TH sound, everything's going to sound like dis and dat and does. You don't want to do that. Some people will have trouble with what you're saying, And I know that you want to try and perfect that. So if you speak Spanish, Portuguese, you can have trouble with this. So that's why I'm focusing on it today, because a lot of you guys have asked for this. All right, Carolina. These.
These.
There.
There.
Then.
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 Excellent. Asma.
Yes.
This.
This.
Those.
Those.
Them.
Them.
Excellent. Adela.
Yes.
Them.
Them.
These.
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 I'm hearing the D sound. What do you think you're forgetting here?
These.
The tongue in between the teeth. Block the air. These.
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 Better, but you're still really I'm hearing the D. When I'm hearing D, your tongue is not in between your teeth. It's got to block it. Now, if I do this, where my tongue is below, it's not blocking the air, you're going to hear D's. See? D's. These. D's. These. Notice the difference?
These.
Better. Now, Adela, also, I would like you to practice this as a homework assignment, okay? Try it 3 times a week, okay? And the next pronunciation class, let's try it again, okay? All right. Now, this one for some is very difficult. This is where we talked about the ed suffix. Why is it difficult, and why do we call it a suffix? Well, there's a very good reason for that. A little bit of a history. What is a suffix? Can anybody tell me what a suffix is?
Like end of the word.
Okay, so it's something we put on the end of a word. What is a prefix?
Beginning of the word.
Something we put onto the beginning of the word. So here's an example. Discover. That's the root word. Okay? Now, if it's we already know about it, then we put the prefix undiscovered. Oh, undiscover. Sorry, I goofed up. If we put the past participle of discover is discovered, right? So ed is the suffix here, which is also our lesson plan, dealing with this 3 sounds. So if we put something in front of it like that's a prefix. Discover, though, is still the root word. Okay? So let's take a look at what makes this difficult. The ed suffix has 3 different sounds. Now, I hear a lot of my friends from Brazil, they'll say work ed. Okay? Here's something that may surprise some of you. We never ever pronounce the ed suffix as ed. We never say ed. Ever. Ever. Okay? Never. We quite often will say id. So look at this word here. I've broken it up for you, isolating the sound. We have interest, and then id. The whole word is pronounced this way, interested, not interest-ed. You can always spot a non-native English speaker if they say something like interest-ed. Okay. However, we also have remember these sounds? We just did them, t and d. They're back. Only this is tough. Okay, this is tough. let's go over the easy part first, okay? And I promise you guys, I'll give you a cheat. Okay? This is all about pronunciation here. I want to look at words that have the ed suffix that have the id sound. Okay? And let me just paste this into Google Drive. And sorry about the text color because I'm taking this directly from my website. Okay. The suffix ed should use id. Okay, this is very important. I've paused for a reason. When the root word ends with a T or D. Okay? Take a look. I've listed a whole bunch of words there. Now, some students say, well, hold on a minute there, hold on a minute. Sometimes the word ends with an E. Okay? Really what I should say is when the root word or the root word's final consonant ends with an T or D. Okay? We always say id. So what I want to do now with you guys, I want to practice some of these words, okay? So, welcome.
Hello.
I've missed you, my friend. Are you still in the UK?
Yes.
Well, excellent. We're doing pronunciation. I see you stuck around for a bit, so you know what we're going to do right now. I want you to say this word. Expected.
Expected.
Perfect. Invited.
Invited.
Printed.
Printed.
Excellent. You hear how she nailed that? Printed. Id. Printed. All right. Marcos, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. This word here. Can you see it? Are you in Google Drive?
No.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
Where is it? Hated.
Hated.
Lasted.
Lasted.
Painted.
Painted.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Jaro.
Hi.
Hi, sir. Could you say these three words, please?
Started, graded, toasted.
Started.
Started,
Graded.
graded,
Toasted.
toasted.
Excellent. Id, right? And
Yes.
kind of what we do is we kind of say that last bit together. Started. Started. Okay? Graded. Toasted. Okay?
I can't say this way.
Well, go ahead. Try again.
Started,
Perfect.
graded,
Yeah, you're saying them right.
toasted.
Toasted. Perfect. Well done, Jaro.
Okay, thanks.
Hussein, could you say these three words, please? Hussein?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. Toasted, tasted, objected.
Excellent. Good pronunciation.
All of these ends ID.
Id. ID, yes. So it's pronounced id. It's written that way because it's a sound. You might see some people write it this way. Okay. Greg.
Okay.
These three words, please.
Needed, decided, sounded,
Decided.
decided.
Excellent. Your id was perfect.
Thank you.
All right, David. Oops, sorry. I had your words. these three words, please.
Sounded, started, painted.
Fainted.
Fainted.
Perfect. Okay, good. You guys are nailing this. Carolina, these three words, please.
Fainted, wounded, landed, landed.
Fainted,
Fainted,
wounded,
wounded,
landed.
landed.
Excellent. Right. You might want to write this down, guys. It's a bit of a tip. English is one of those rare languages that does not have any nasal sounds. You'll notice as I pinch my nose, blocking off the airflow, that I don't sound any different when I speak, but clearly no air is coming out my nose. However, if you speak French, Portuguese, Spanish, and many other languages, your pronunciation in part is because of you're producing sounds that send air through your nose. If you ever want to test to see if you're pronouncing or enunciating a word properly, pinch your nose. If you feel pressure on your fingers, then you're using a nasal sound and you shouldn't. Okay? It's a little reminder. But you guys, I'm not really sensing much of an issue here. Okay, Asma. Could you say these three words, please?
Yes.
Printed.
Okay. Printed,
Hated. Yep.
printed, printed, hated, interested.
Interested. Okay. Moving along. I don't know, it's aggressive to try and get all these
Simon.
done in one class. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I have a question about interested. Can I
Yeah.
say interested?
Aha. What country are you from?
Brazil.
Okay. You probably hear Americans say that, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at how the word is written. Interested, not interested.
Yeah.
Okay. So if the proper way of saying it is interested, and it's written that way, but you will hear a lot of Americans say interested. I'll leave it up to you. You'll also hear a lot of people say other words improperly too. You don't want to copy the people that don't know how to say it right. Okay? For example, and we hear this in Canada too, we have this word. How do we say that word?
Laboratory.
Really?
I don't know.
You just said that word. Aha, okay. You said laboratory. Laboratory is not a word. Okay, if we look at the way it's spelled, it's laboratory.
Yeah, so that's the correct way to say.
Yes, or we say lab.
Okay.
Laboratory is not correct. Neither is library. Have you ever heard that word?
Yeah.
It's library. Okay.
Library. Yeah, I heard some people saying library.
We also have February. It's not February, it's February.
The question, because yesterday I tried to look more carefully about this word February, and one of the tips was remove R. And it was like February.
Yeah, it depends on your teacher. Now, I grew up British. I've lived in many countries, and you're going to notice a vowel shift or even different dialects from one part of a country to another, from one country to another. So Canadians, Americans, and English both speak the same language. Neither one really has an accent. They're different dialects. So I'm going to go, let me just finish. It's not nuclear, it's nuclear. So here's something that generally happens. People that have a high education, such as university degree, master's degree, they will say these words properly based on the dictionary. people who may not have finished high school or may have just finished high school will probably say it like February, library, interested, nuclear. All right? What I'm going to tell you is it's usually a sign of education if you say the words correctly, so I'll leave it up to you.
Sure.
Okay?
All right.
I personally believe, but then again, I'm British, and you know, the language came from our country, so I feel that I should at least say it right as much as I can. But even I speak with a different dialect than somebody in Britain does. They speak differently.
Okay.
Most of you, if you move to an English-speaking country, you're going to adopt the way they say things. Okay? But I would choose to say things properly as much as you can. Laboratory, not many people do say that. So laboratory, you're not going to get tripped up. But in the medical field, I'll hear doctors say you will want to go to the laboratory, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get back to the lesson. All right,
Okay.
so look at this here. This is really confusing for the D sound, okay? We use the D sound when words end, or the root word has a final consonant that ends with these. Look at how many letters there are. So if the final consonant ends with those letters, we use the voiced D sound. That's a lot to remember, isn't it? Let me go to the T sound. And don't worry, I'm going to give you the cheat soon. And what we all know about cheats is you should always do it the proper way, but a cheat can sometimes help you understand why we do things the way we do. I often like cheats because they give you a way to quickly get to the answer, but you should always make sure you understand why you got there to begin with. Okay. So I just gave you all the final consonants of the root word to say the D sound. Look at how many there are for the T sound. Just as many. Isn't that great? I know. So there's a couple of schools of thought. First of all, let's go back at the id, okay? This is very important. Use the id sound. Root has a T. Always. Always, no exceptions. Okay? Perfect. You only have to remember two there. Listen to this word, interested. That sound, id, is very strong. Even if I trail my consonant, lower the volume, interested, it's still very precise. You can't miss it. It's id. Now, let's take a look at looked. Okay, where is that word here? If we go to the word looked, it has the T sound. Now, the way I'm saying it is very sharp. You can hear it clearly. Most people don't talk this way. The same if I say this word. Oh, where is it? I've lost my words. Got too many of them here. Opened. You heard the D. It was very sharp, like a news forecaster, right? It's very, very crisp. D. Opened. But as you know from watching TV shows, and even listening to some very smart people, quite often in English, middle or medial and trailing consonants, the volume starts to go down. Nobody says mountain, most people say mountain. I disagree, but this is where the cheat comes in. Now, you could go ahead and remember that all words that end in B, G, L, M, N, R, V, Z, and TH require you to say D. Okay? Or, listen to this. I want you guys to write in the group chat whether I'm using the t or d sound, okay? So here's the word. You guys ready? Listen carefully. Mist. Mist. Did I use the t or the d? I'll say it again. Mist. 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 Well, I said both. Did you notice that? I said both. Now let's do it again. If I'm very crisp and clear here, mist. Did I say t or d? Mist. Okay. Now if I say it the other way, mist. Yeah. So you're having a bit of trouble. So what I'm suggesting is, for this lesson here, I want you to walk away understanding that when you see the id, you will say words, sorry, when you see T or D, you'll use the id sound. Id sounds very different than t or d. Now when you're speaking, if you trail the volume off a little bit, it almost doesn't matter whether you use T or D. Okay? And we're going to practice this together. Now, I need you guys to understand here, if you're studying for not TOEFL, that's an architecture exam, TOEFL, you do need to know the rules here. You are going to have to memorize them. You're going to have to learn them. But for conversation and speaking, if you don't want to say it wrong, right, because you don't want to say id or ed every time. Remember, if it has a T or a D, I want you to say it with the id. Everything else, soften it a bit and people aren't going to tell. Through conversation, your brain's just going to learn. You're going to pick up the right way of saying it. It'll just feel right with practice. Otherwise, you're going to have to remember some 20 letters. You're going to have to know whether it's a t or d. So let's go ahead and practice. So.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to say this word, please.
Crushed.
Excellent. Now, you actually said that right. It's with a t, but it wasn't very strong at the end, and it sounded perfect. Okay. Marcos, could you say this word, please?
Stopped.
Very good. Excellent. Jaro, this word, please.
Walked.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well done. Hussein, this word.
Laughed.
Laughed. Yeah.
Laugh.
Very good. Hussein, this word, please.
Climbed.
Excellent. Greg, this word.
Which one? Because right. Open it.
Uh-oh, what did you say?
T. I should say D.
No, you said id.
Yeah. Okay.
So, try again.
Open then.
Much better. Much better.
Okay.
See, when you say the id or ed, it just doesn't sound right with a t or d where it should be. So remember, if it has a T or D at the end of the root word, it's id. Okay, this word here. David, could you say that word, please?
Married.
Good. Again?
Married.
Okay, now I almost couldn't hear the D at the end of it. All right? So I couldn't tell if you're saying it right or wrong. Now, remember, in context in a sentence, if you're talking about the past, I was married last year, well, you automatically hear, you know it's in the past tense, you hear married. That's how a lot of us native speakers get by when we don't say the trailing consonants very clearly, because we hear it in context, and you'll do the same too. I still think it's very important to speak clearly, especially in business. But remember, I'm showing you a cheat here to help you get by so your pronunciation improves. Then the more you practice these sounds, the better you'll get at saying them properly. Okay, so next, Carolina, this word here, give me a second. This word, please.
Started.
Perfect. And Asma, this word, please.
Okay. Interested.
Excellent. You've all done really, really well. Now what I want to do is I'm going to copy this lesson plan because I'm not allowed to share links on here because I'll get myself in trouble because it looks like I'm trying to sell stuff from my own site, but I do this so it's easy for me to keep all my lesson plans together. So again, if you guys open Google Drive, you'll see everything that I've taught you today. You can copy it and paste it. There's no copy protection. Just use it as you wish. All right?
How can I open it?
Well, you know what? I'm not going to answer that question now. Wait till the end of class because I want to try to go on to one more element, and I don't want to give a lesson on Google Drive right now. Okay?
All right.
All right, so stick around. Now, I did promise this one here. Okay, so we're going to cover it. I only have about 5 minutes, but we're going to cover it. We have a lot of words that start with STR. Okay?
Initial. STR.
Strap, strand, stress. Let me show you these words. Okay, there's a whole group of them. Strand. Look at my lips. The S starts. It's not easy. Strand. Stress. Strep. Strip. Okay, I want you guys to go along with me. We'll take turns. I'm going to start with Asma this time. Asma, you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Strand.
Straw.
Stress.
Stress.
Straw.
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 Yeah, it's not easy, is it? It's a tough one. You're doing well, though. Carolina. Strange.
Strange.
Perfect. String.
Strength.
Struggle.
Struggle.
Excellent. David. Strand.
Strand.
Strung.
Strong.
Stray.
Stray.
Excellent. Greg. String.
Strang.
Strangle.
Strangle.
Strange.
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 A. Make sure you open your mouth wide. A.
Okay, strange.
Perfect. Don't mumble. It'll get you in trouble, okay?
Okay.
Good job. Hussein. Stroke.
Stroke.
Stress.
Stress.
Strong.
Straw.
Good. Jaro. Strong.
Strong.
Stress.
Stress.
Strange.
Strange.
You guys are doing well here. Marcos.
Yeah.
Strength.
Strength.
You see what I did there? You got the TH in there as well. You nailed it, though. String.
String.
Streak.
Streak.
Excellent. So-so. Straw.
Straw.
String.
String.
Stress.
Stress.
Excellent. Okay, now what I want to do is go over a couple of things, because we got about 5 minutes left, and I'll go over the Google thing as well. First, a lot of you I haven't had in my class before. There's a link to my teacher page. Okay? 2 important things you can get on that page. One is my next 6 classes. You can see when they're going to be, and the good thing is it's going to show your local time. So you don't have to figure out when it's going to be, okay? If you click follow, what will happen is you'll get a little mail message reminding you when the class starts for teachers that you follow, okay? One other thing on that page, if you guys are ever looking for a private tutor and you want me to be the tutor, there's information in the top right. If you click on it, it shows you the different rates depending on if you want to buy bulk or not. I don't recommend 10. If you're interested in going with a lot, go 5 because you get the same price whether you go to 5 or 10. Okay, let's take a look at Google Drive now. What I like to do, guys, is I like to record everything in class notes. I do that for you guys mostly. Let me share my screen to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see my screen here, nothing too special here. But you'll notice on my session, I'm showing you, look at all the stuff that I've pasted in here. It's today's lesson, everything we've done. TH sound, making it, okay? The ED suffix, and its sounds. And of course, the STR right at the bottom here. Okay? You'll see on my screen I have this. You only see that if you move your mouse over here. Okay? Click on this thing here. It looks like a triangle. It's called Google Drive. If you don't see it, click on these here. So the reason why I don't share the screen out all the time is, well, I'm not allowed to. There's certain teacher information that I have hidden right now that I'm not allowed to have available. Okay, so I don't want to get in trouble, so I don't share out the screen. I use Google Chat as much as I can, otherwise I use Google Drive. Any questions, guys?
Oh, I got it here. I opened.
Good.
About that question earlier.
Yeah.
The same word, the same case applies for the word veterinarian.
Veterinarian. Yeah, there's a lot of words that aren't, just let's face it, people aren't saying it correctly. Look at your own language. Generally, the people with a higher education speak or enunciate their words better, more correctly, because they've gone through more schooling, they've had more time to learn.
Yeah.
Right? It's just a fact. You're learning, you guys are going through school, you're spending a lot of money, so you probably want to learn the right way. Now, there are some words that everybody, learned or not, and yes, I did say that correctly, learned or not. It's one of my exceptions if you read Google Drive. Learned or not, this is how we say it. And it's strange to say it any other way. Look at words like this. Night. We don't say connect anymore. We did 500 years ago. Don't say that. It's night. Okay?
All right.
Now, class is over. I don't want you guys to be late for another class. I respect your time. I like to start and finish on time. But in 1 hour, come to this class. It's a very good class. It's about headlines. Oh, sorry, not headlines. It's business talk. All about icebreakers. So when we're in the working world, how do we start a meeting? If we have a lot of people and we're going to have a 2-hour meeting and we want people to stay focused, how can we break the tension? Or how can we get people to work together? That's all coming up in 1 hour. You guys will get to do a lot of conversation, or a lot of talking, and learn a few things. I want to say thank you guys for taking the time out to come and see me tonight, and I hope to see you again soon.
Okay.
I also have
Thanks,
2
Simon.
classes tomorrow morning.